Lovely to. So I'm Shane, you're Shaina. That's pretty close.
I love that. Yeah. How are you today?
I am not too bad. And I'm in the future, like 9 hours ahead. And I can tell you that it's quite cold in Australia at the moment. We're in the
Oh
middle of
wow.
winter.
Oh wow.
Have
Cool.
you ever been down under?
I haven't, no, but I'm very much looking forward to someday. I know it's very far away, so everything's kind of reversed. I'm very fascinated by that. So yeah, hopefully I can see it.
Well, hopefully after this movie, you'll have a lot of fans, and that's an excuse to come down under. I'm sure this movie, now it's released in the UK and in Australia and around the world, you're going to get a lot more admirers.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really hope everyone enjoys it. It was a really crazy experience for me to make. And yeah, it came a very interesting part of my career. I was still very new to the scene, but with so much to show people. So yeah, I just can't wait for everyone to see it.
You're a very athletic person in general, but can you surf?
I have never tried surfing, actually. I
Oh,
would love to. And now that you've mentioned it, I'm taking it as my sign to start. Do you surf?
oh yeah, all the time. The beach is only about a kilometer that way. So
Wow. How easy is it to pick up?
you'd find it pretty easy because it's all about balance.
Okay.
But whenever you make it down to Australia, I'll be sure to take you out for a paddle, maybe.
Yes. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Uh, I better get on with Jade. I haven't got a lot of time to talk to you, and I just want to ask you all these questions about the movie. Your role is so fantastic. It's the catalyst of the movie itself. The title, you're part of you're top notch in this. Was it brought to you, or was it a project that was built around your ability?
It was a bit of both, actually. The writer and the director, he'd been following me on Instagram for a couple of years because I had been uploading videos of my training and my progress and kind of like
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
was aiming to do. And so when he asked me to audition for it, and then I did, and he got it, he was like, "This is fantastic. What else can you do?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay. Well, I'm kind of good at this. I'm kind of good at that. You know, the butterfly knife, the katana." He's like, "Perfect. We're gonna put it all in." And even like there's the gag with the knife game reference from Aliens, and
Yeah.
that was like the first viral video that I made on Instagram. I made it just I thought it'd be silly and funny, and it went super viral and got millions of views. And he was just like, "Let's put that in the movie." So there's a bit of that too. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you did because yeah, it was an aliens reference, but it was all you as well because
Mhm.
I guess you said that great line of being discount Brad Pitt, and you did the passenger 57 line in that whole scene, so you really made it your own.
Yeah, thanks. I got to have a lot of fun with it. And James was just like really encouraging. He was just like, kind of just be you a little bit. We wanted to make
Yeah, yeah.
something funny. Yeah.
What what was the biggest challenge though? I know you're so used to the activity and the physical side of things, but acting, was it harder to get emotional and act, or the physical scenes, or was it a bit of both?
I would say a bit of both. I definitely feel more comfortable doing action. It's kind of like it's what I spent so much time training in. But with the acting, for me, I was still very fresh as an actor. I haven't had
Yeah,
any acting training. I've never been to acting school. And I was just like learning on the job and stuff, learning from people I've been able to work with. So for me, it was really about trying to discover what it is that brings out those emotions and the connections to the role and the connections to the other characters. And luckily, because I had such an amazing cast, like with Kat
yeah.
and Mark, they would really sit down with me and give me the space and kind of like give me mini lessons before our scenes. And for me, who had never had that before, I feel like it really brought out the the story inside that needed to be told, which I found was actually so difficult. As
Mm,
to act well, you realize you have to overcome some barriers that we naturally put up as adults, like you won't just start crying in the middle of the supermarket if something's upset you a bit, even though you might want to. We've learned to block our emotions and to compose ourselves to
sure.
be more digestible. So I was like unlearning that mid movie. But then also in the action, there were some injuries. I fractured my little toe on the second day of rehearsal, and that made it
Oh,
so hard to film the entire movie because it was all action.
yeah.
But luckily, I had an amazing stunt team as well who helped me a lot So challenges everywhere, really, but that just makes it more rewarding, like so much.
Well, exactly. I was going to ask you about injuries. So it was just the little toe, nothing else.
So the little toe happened like the second day into rehearsal. So it's like I know it's just such a small digit, but you'd be surprised how much you
Oh,
really
yeah.
need that to be pain
Yeah.
free. Not only just everyday to day life, but like especially in an action movie doing all those crazy moves. I didn't realize how much my pinky toe would dominate
Yeah, it's part of
everything else
balancing.
in my body. So it was yeah crazy. You have no idea how important it is. But yeah, it was just the pain because I needed my feet a lot. I was doing like a few flips and jumps and even like pivoting to do the punches. It was a lot. So to be honest, I feel like there may have been bumps and bruises here and there, but
Yeah.
compared to the toe, yeah, they pale in
Yeah.
comparison. So
Like Jade can pretty much get out of any situation pretty much that's presented to her,
hmm.
or she's just nonchalant. She's not worried about anything. What would break Jade? Is there anything that would actually stop Jade or break Jade?
Yeah, Jade needs like connection and family, and she's this tough girl, and she gets on with it because
Yeah.
she's had to be. So she really places value on like relationships and stuff. So I feel like if Jade really didn't have anyone, I don't know, maybe it might be the birth of a supervillain because I think that she really needs that. Yeah, it's the thing that keeps her going. It's the thing that makes her fight
Yeah.
for. She'd rather fight for something, you know.
What about was it a choice to have that afro, or was that written in the script? Did it come on late, or
I think James just really liked the fro because I remember when we first talked about Jade, he was like, I do these braids sometimes when I travel to like Thailand. He was like, they're really
yeah,
cool, you know. But
yeah,
it's I think yeah, I think it's like no, with the fro, it's the image, it's the distinction, and it adds drama as well when we're in the fight scenes and stuff. It's really fun, just like the way
yeah,
it moves. We can do a lot with it. We can hide weapons in it if you're feeling goofy enough,
yeah, yeah,
right? So yeah, I
yeah.
really liked it, and
You
for
can
me, it
you can
makes
hide deadly combs in your hair.
exactly, you know. And for me, it's the representation as well. I really fell in
Oh,
love with my hair when I started my martial arts journey, and I decided to be an actor. I really fell in
mm,
love because it's just with the texture. I never used to wear my hair in its natural texture. I would always straighten it and curl it and stuff. And then I
okay.
realized how important it is to wear it this way and how important it is for other people to see it this way, especially if your hair looks like this too. So yeah, so me and James got to collaborate on that, and I'm glad he went with the fro.
It's brilliant. Loved it, and it moved with you, and it was just so good. It was a character all on its
Thank
own,
you.
maybe.
Drama, right? Yeah.
Now, I want to touch on Mark, of course, and Kat, but Mickey Rourke first, legendary actor, and he playing the villain. What was he like in real life? Was he intimidating or was he nice, offset? How did you find Mickey?
Oh, he definitely has a presence. He definitely has an yeah. If you don't know how to approach him, he might be intimidating. He's a really cool cat. You can
Yeah,
definitely feel him when he's in a room. And I'd say he's quite laid back. He's very distinctive. He's stylish.
yeah,
He knows what he likes. If he's like smoking one or having a little drink or whatever, yeah, he's cool and he's got his guys around him, and he just seems like he's a really cool person. Um, I'm really into action movies, so I got to see him in a couple of things before I met him, and he just kind of
good.
seems like the character, if that makes sense.
Mm,
Yeah, there isn't like a massive contrast. Sometimes you get an actor who's like really smoky on camera, but really sweet in life. But no, Mickey's just that cool guy,
yeah.
yeah, through and through.
Moving forward, would you like to play a villain, like a hardcore villain, maybe even in a James Bond movie or something? Would that
I would
appeal to you?
love to. I would absolutely love to, yeah, for sure. I feel like I've been told there are certain things about my image that make me unassuming as like a martial artist or, as a character. And I feel like there is so much scope to have so much fun with that.
Yeah,
And if not, again, I could play menacing, and there are ways to do that too. But I
yeah.
just feel like, especially in today's day where we love to do things differently and we love to have different
Oh,
types of people play different characters, I could have
yeah.
so much fun being a villain for sure.
I could see you as a Bond villain for sure.
Thank
One day.
you.
Or Mission Impossible, one of those huge blockbusters. You'd have
Mhm.
such a presence.
Ah, thanks. I do it well.
Before we wrap up, I do want to ask about Mark Dacascos. He's such a legend,
Mhm.
like Mickey is, and Kat. You have really good chemistry with both of them, but in different dynamics. How was it working with them? Did they give you any advice or anything like that along the way?
Oh, lots, yeah. And it meant so much to me because being a green actor, who I'd never been able to like afford acting school. I was just so it was just so fresh and so new and acting instinctively against my, in my instincts to not show emotions as an adult. So with Mark, oh gosh, he was just like one of the best experiences. It's so nice when you have an amazing actor, performer, icon, and they're genuinely really nice in person. And he gave
Yeah.
me lots of this attentive paternal energy that helped to guide me as an actor and as a person too. And we would exchange skills. And he really taught me so much that just helped me to tap into the story inside and bring it out. And these little mini prep sessions we would do before each scene, it was just like we were in, like, we were actually Jade and Reese, on set whenever we saw each other. And it was just, yeah, amazing. And same with Kat too, it's just the
Yeah.
level of the connection made the acting, it made it real, it wasn't acting
Mm.
anymore. And I feel like that really made a difference on screen. And I hope everyone sees that too and enjoys it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Shaina West, the method actor. Well done. Well,
I'm working on my own
what
technique actually, but
to finish up, what's next? What can we look forward to? Are you allowed to give me any updates on a new project or what
yeah,
to
it's
look
been
out
it's
for?
been so amazing, Shane. Since Jade, straight from Jade actually, I went straight to LA. I did a music video with The Weeknd, which was amazing. Got to do the lead in
Yes.
that, doing more action, and then I also went to do The Woman King as well, which is out. An amazing period
What a movie.
action.
Yeah.
Wow, I did Scissor. I did Scissor's performance on the Grammys. I've done so many cool commercials. And then I've also got the Killer's Game coming out soon, and I'm on to
Yep.
another movie now called The Last Gunfight. So it's been so
Great.
amazing. Yeah, there is so many things off screen too that I'm doing. It's just been an amazing career, and I've got my next dream role in my head, and it's manifesting as we speak. So
Oh,
yeah, keep your
well,
eyes peeled, guys. I'm really out here. Just know that I change my hairstyle a lot, so you have to really try and recognize me. Yeah.
well, we might even see Jade again at the end of the movie, and I don't want to make spoilers, I'll keep it spoiler free, but there could be a continuation. Is that on the cards?
I definitely want to say so. Definitely want to say, yeah. Again, can't really say for sure.
Sure, yeah, yeah.
But the way that the story was left, if you feel like you have unanswered questions, it's because we really want to answer those questions in another movie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everyone would
Cool.
love to continue it. There's so much scope to keep this going. And again, like as you can tell, there's a lot more to the story that we want to tell you.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations. It's lovely to meet you. I hope
Thank
you do
you.
get down under sometime, and the world is going to see and enjoy Jade. It's going to change
Wow.
your life.
It's happening. Thank you so much, Shane. It's been so lovely speaking to you.
Yeah, you too. Nice to meet you.
You
Take